All right, wonderful. Thank you for joining me for a 75-minute yoga class. We're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutes to warm up our body, and then we will hop into 26 into yoga, 26 postures, and 2 breathing exercises. If at any point something doesn't feel right for your body, remember that you can modify postures, you can do something else, or you can skip them entirely. Yoga is challenging at times, and that's okay, but we're never going to a point of pain, a point where we could cause harm to ourselves or others. For the sun salutes, you'll come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together. I'm going to stand back a bit and show you in periphery. Standing nice and tall, arms down by your side. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. And we'll connect our breath to our body movements in the sun salutes. Bring your hands together at heart center. We'll begin with 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, a sun salute. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Look up as if you were saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale through your nose, bend your knees, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale, look forward, lengthen into a halfway lift, back flat. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, shoulder width distance, and step back into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. You can bend one knee, straighten the other, pedal out your legs, and then press your heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling, drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees, take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down as you reach your arms forward. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Slowly exhale to your knees, fold, relax. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, root to rise, lift up, salute the sun. Exhale, hands down. 2 more. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your plank or tabletop, and let's hold here for a moment. If that lowering down motion does not feel good for you, skip it. Go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your down dog or child's pose. Otherwise, hug your elbows in, pull your abdomen in, and lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into a back bend. If you're doing up dog, thighs off the floor. Exhale, lift your hips up for down dog, or sink your hips down for child's pose. Either way, make your arms long, spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles, especially the space between your index finger and thumb. For my hypermobile people, make sure that you're not hyperextending the knees or elbows. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Slowly exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, back flat, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, vinyasa, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Last down dog, try to get your heels on the floor. If your heels don't naturally touch the floor, you can take a wider stance. If you have tight knees or hamstrings, you can micro bend your knees to take weight away from the backs of the legs. Otherwise, press your thighs back, lift your hips up, push the floor away from you. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift. Exhale, hands down. Beautiful. It's our little warm up. Hopefully that got your blood flowing. Come to the middle of your mat for pranayama, deep breathing. I'm going to adjust my camera angle a little bit. Pranayama, standing, deep breathing. Whee. Okay. 2 sets. Feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles underneath your chin like glue. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good. Inhale. Elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touch, pointing forward. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose. Down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide like you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling. Look back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your glutes, lock your legs. Exhale, head up, weight stays in the heels, hips a little forward, hip muscles contracting, quadriceps tight. Inhale, head down. As you inhale, suck your stomach in, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Exhale, head up. Even as you exhale, stomach in, shoulders down, elbows up, triceps parallel to the floor. Inhale, head down. So just the neck and arms move, lower body stays still like a statue. Exhale, head up. Just your head drops back. Notice if you're leaning back or backward bending, puff up your chest, reach your arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Let all the air out. Inhale, head down. Last breath in the first set. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Change, arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together, toes, heels touch. Interlock your fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Bring your knuckles under your chin like glue. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up, breathing in through your nose. Lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth. HA, exhale, head back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full lungs. Exhale, head up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Elbows touch. 1. Inhale, head down. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale. Take in more and more and more air. Exhale, head up. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Synchronize your breath with your body movements. Elbows touch. Inhale, I'll do a few with you. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. Exhale, head up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale. Inhale, head down, last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in 1 more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Change, arms down. Ardha Chandrasana with Padasana, half moon with hands to feet pose. Feet together, inhale, arms overhead, sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, nice tight grip, stretch up, and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Good. Without bending your elbows, without bending your knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember it's the first posture of the day and there's no rush. Know where you have to be, nothing you have to prove to yourself or to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through the nose. Keep the weight in your heels, push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Push your left hip a little forward to get your 2 hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Hips forward, arms back, big stretch up. Then slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right, still breathing in and out through the nose. We're going to breathe through the nose for the rest of class. If at any point you find that you're holding your breath, you can't breathe, or you want to breathe through your mouth a lot, might be a sign just to slow down and do a little bit less. We want to put our breath as our #1 priority. Probably a good idea outside of yoga too. Keep the weight in your heels, hips forward, head and arms back, seal off the gap between your biceps, arms, and ears. Right hip a little forward, 2 hips in line. Left rib cage a little forward, 2 shoulders in line. Come down, push, and push, and push. Change. Inhale to come up. First back bend of the day. This is an example of a posture where you might not be able to do deep belly breaths. Just little sips of air in and out through your nose. So take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, and relax your head back as far as it goes. You can give your head a gentle shake. Look for the floor behind you, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So there's a technique called 80-20 breathing. You take that big breath of air at the top, and then you skim off of that big breath, like little sips of air in and out through the nose. It's called 80-20 because the idea is you fill up your lungs to about 80%, and then you're breathing at a 20% capacity. Keep the weight in your heels, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward, and bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, stretch up, breath returns. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Hands to floor, drop your head. Go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Holly, hands to feet pose, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath, step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes with this smiling, happy face. It's kind of poetic. Pull in your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, stretch your spine down. Good, change, come up, arms to your ears, chin away from the chest, knees can bend as you lift. Nice, arms down, and you stand a little taller. Second set, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, switch the grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, hips forward, arms back, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, drop to the right, push your hips to the left. So often the right elbow or right knee will bend. Really press your right heel into the floor, press your right arm into your ear, breathe through your nose. Left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward, inhale, lengthen the arms, exhale, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up. Imagine you could lean against a wall behind you. Inhale, big breath up. Exhale, slowly drop to the left, push your hips to the right. Contract your quadricep muscles, squeeze your gluteal muscles, pull your abdomen in, use your grip strength, touch your biceps to your ears. From an outsider's perspective, this purely looks like a stretching posture, but you're really toning the abdomen, right? Toning the core, toning the arms, the legs, the glutes, all the muscles are contracted so you can stretch safely. Inhale, lengthen the arms, lock your legs. Exhale, come down, push, stomach in, push, chin up, push. Change, inhale to come up, second heart opener. So you take that big breath, about 80% lung capacity, keep your eyes open, drop your head back, and then you're gonna breathe at like a 20% capacity, 80-20 breathing, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you, full spine back bending, full front of the body stretching, keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs, inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward, arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, stretch, exhale, fold. Breathing returns to normal, hands to floor, drop your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. So back bends are stimulating to the central nervous system, so we follow them up with forward folds, which are calming, cooling, soothing. Padastasana, hands to feet pose, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath, step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor, stomach in, eyes open. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your knees, lock your knees, lock your knees. Change, come up, arms to the ears, chin away from the chest. Good, arms down. Then you stand a little taller, awkward Utkatasana. Step your right foot to the right about 6 inches, hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel, not too wide of a step, right? You want your ankles under your hips. Bring your arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, all 5 fingers together, thumbs with your index fingers, stomach in. Reach your arms forward, abdomen in, Bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down halfway only, hips into a chair. Now start to lean your upper body back. Depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Suck it in, hold it in tight. Your arms are your counterbalance. You want to reach your arms forward, sink the hips back, lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, lean back, change. Inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide. Now lift your heels, come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. Lean back, tuck your tailbone under a little bit. So rather than leaning forward, you're gonna lean back. Heels a little higher, knees a little higher. Sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up. Last part, still breathing. Squeeze your knees, thighs together. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. Take your time, listen to your body. You can stop whenever you want or keep sitting down until there's a half-inch gap between your hips and heels. Squeeze your knees together and forward, thighs parallel to the floor. Arms parallel to the thighs, spine straight from the side, looks like you're holding a box. Change, slowly come up, knees together. Beautiful, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Take a moment here to reset. Second set, step your right foot to the right, about hip width distance, not too big of a step. Insides your feet parallel. Arms up, parallel to the floor. Reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down. So you can stick your butt out here and lean forward a little bit to get your thighs parallel to the floor. Now start to lean back. Upper body comes off the lower body, shoulders back. Keep your neck long, lift your chin up, chest up. Change, come on up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide, lift your heels. Stretch up, stomach in, bend your knees, sit down. So rather than folding forward or sticking your butt out, you're gonna tuck your tailbone under, lean back, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, last part, still breathing. Squeeze your knees, thighs together, let your heels come a little off the floor, and slowly sit down. Take your time, listen to your body, stop whenever you want, and also put your hands on the floor to help yourself down. Squeeze knees together and forward, lift your chest, pull your abdomen in, and change. Slowly come up, keep your triceps tight, fingertips together. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Garasana. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, swing right arm, under left arm, right under left. Cross first at your elbows, again if you can at your wrists. Palms together, thumbs towards your nose. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, stay down there. Lean back and bring your right leg over your left leg, right leg over left leg. Cross, twist, eventually wrap your foot. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes. Sit down and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, big stretch up. Swing left arm, under right arm, left under right, palms together, thumbs towards your nose, pinkies away from your face. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down. Try to keep your hips low. Lean back and bring your left leg over your right leg. Left over right, cross, twist, breathe. Bring your knees a little to the left and upper body to the right. You want wrists, elbows, knees, ankles all in one line. Sit a little lower, breathe a little slower. Elbows down, upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Let's go right in the second set. Bring your right arm under your left arm. Try to get the wrists straight and fingertips in line. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down low. Lift your chest and bring your right leg over your left leg. Think hamstring over quadricep. Maybe in the second set, you sit down a little bit more. Push your left hip a little forward, two hips in line. Right shoulder a little forward, elbows over knees. Sit down more, elbows down more, stomach in, upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Last one, bring your left arm under your right arm, pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, lift your chest, and bring your left leg over your right leg, cross, twist, squeeze. Think about bringing right knee to right and left knee to left, right elbow to right, left elbow to left. Sit down more, squeeze down the center line of the body, upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Slowly arms down. Party time, you can grab a sip of water here if you want. Cheers, friends. I was just thinking I've had a really busy and somewhat stressful week, and today has been stressful. And even just after like 20 minutes of yoga, I'm like, oh, things feel a little bit more manageable. It's like such a joyful practice and an opportunity to like become embodied, to breathe, to let go of the day. So I hope you're having an equally fun experience today. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana, Janushirasana, shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, squeeze your left thigh tight, lift your right leg up, you can point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back, stomach in, option to stay here or round down, and eventually pick up your right foot, all 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamppost, unbroken, you have no need. You're welcome to stay here if you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor, no higher, no lower, standing leg locked. If both legs lock, from the side legs make an upside down L like Linda, then bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles one day, elbows go below the calf muscles, lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, arms straight, then the right leg, right foot down. Shift your weight to your right leg, big toe points forward, contract inner thigh, outer thigh, lift your kneecap, squeeze gluteus minimus and maximus. You want to use your side seat as well. Lift your left leg up, point your toes, flex your toes, know the difference, keep your toes flexed back, abdomen in. When you're ready, round down and pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlocked like you're about to help your best friend over a fence. Lock your right leg, relax your face, and when you're ready, slowly, gently, lift your left leg up. Kick your heel forward, continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Flex all 5 toes back towards your face from the ankle. If both legs lock from the side, legs make an L like Linda. Puff up your chest and bend your elbows down. Notice if your elbows are coming out and the shoulders are tensing up. Drop the shoulders, drop the elbows, drop the chest. Try to get your elbows to go below your calf muscles. Change, arms straight, then the left leg, left foot down. You can put your hands on your back and do a little back bend. Or an even second set, shift your weight to your left leg, squeeze your left thigh tight, pull your abdomen in, breathe. Lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, abdomen in, round down, pick up your right foot, concentrate, meditate, don't forget to have fun. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Can you keep your big toe down? If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If big toes on the floor, elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck chin to chest. Put your forehead on your knee, keep the big toe down. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Big toe down, change, big toe down as you reverse out, step by step. Sweet, last one, shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze right thigh tight, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, pull abdomen in, round down and pick up your left foot, webbing to webbing grip, suck your stomach in, flex your toes back, and when you're ready, lift your left leg up. Standing leg is bending a lot, think about lifting your hips up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down, and then slowly tuck chin to chest. Put your forehead on your knee, heel forward, toes back, stomach in, and you can still breathe through your nose. When you're ready, change, head up, arms straight, bend the knee, left foot down. Good for you. Standing bow pulling pose, Dandayamana, Dhanurasana, feet together. Bring your right hand up, elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right. So you're already feeling your shoulder rotate out. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yes, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot, tap the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up and back, right hip forward, knees together. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Take your time, keep your chin and chest lifted. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. So from the side, 2 heels in line, kick back and up. In other words, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder. Shoulder blade scapula stretching away from the body. Kicking and stretching equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Body down more, leg up more. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly. Kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. Bring your left hand up. Out to the left. So the shoulder's already rotating out. Reach back without turning or twisting your shoulder. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, right arm up, bicep with your knees together to start. Squeeze your right thigh, point your left toes, option to stay here, or when you're ready, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick into your hand. Simultaneously charge your body forward. Take your time. All 5 fingers together, thumb with index finger, palm of your right hand faces the floor. Get your right arm exactly parallel to the floor. That's your counterbalance. Right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. So it's a huge opening to the chest and shoulder, an area where a lot of us are tight. Slowly bring the body down. See the foot come over the top of your head. Keep your neck long, chest lifted. Body down more, leg up more. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Kick yourself up. Feet together, arms down. Take a breath. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back, pick up the inside of your right foot, knees together, left arm up and back, arm with your one day arm behind your flap. Lift your chin, point your toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. You're kicking in 2 directions, you're kicking back, and you're kicking up. Body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up with control. Okay, last one, here we go. Left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot, right arm up, or even behind the ear flap, knees together. Squeeze your right thigh, point your left toes, lift your chin, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. So can you reach your right arm so far forward that your shoulder and chin touch without tipping your head, right? Bring your left ear down a little bit, keep your head on straight, left hip down a little bit, 2 hips in line, body down, leg up, charge your body forward, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up with control. Beautiful. Come to the back of your mat, Holly-Dandasana, balancing stick, feet together. Inhale, arms overhead. Palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, nice tight grip, lean back, step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, stretch, option to stay here, or when you're ready, start to come down like a slow moving seesaw. Eventually, arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. So from the side, body makes a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, 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 change. Left foot down, right foot back, stomach in, stretch up, step your left foot forward, shift your weight to your left foot, stretch and tilt without letting the hip pop up. So if the right hip is higher than the left hip, drop your right hip down so that your hips and armpits face the floor, chest down, chin forward, leg up, stretch, change, right foot down, left foot back, slowly arms down, take a breath. Second set, arms overhead, palms together, switch the grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, stretch and tilt. So don't let the left hip pop up, right? The left hip is coming up, drop your left hip down, spiral your inner left thigh up, body down, leg up, leg up, leg up, stretch, change, left foot down, right foot back, pull the abdomen, stretch up, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, stretch and tilt. Squeeze inner thighs together, pull your abdomen in, touch your biceps to your ears, press your palms together, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. And enough of that, come to the top of your mat. You're welcome to face the long side of your mat for the separate leg series. I will face you, standing, separate leg stretching, Dandayamana, Vikaptapada, Hashimotonasana. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 4 feet minimum, arms down parallel to the floor. You can turn your toes in so your feet are pigeon-toed or point your toes forward. Lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Looking forward, good. If you can, grab your heels from behind, roll forward, lift your hips up, pull, stretch, and touch your head to the floor. If your head's not yet touching the floor, try taking a little bit of a bigger or smaller step. You can also start by grabbing the outsides of your feet, or if your knees are bending, put your hands on the floor, walk your hands forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your legs. Now start to fold forward, stomach through thighs, chest through knees. One day head touches the floor in between your feet. Beautiful. Change, slowly come up, take your time, no rush. Great. Step your right foot back to the place, arms over your head, and slowly with control, arms down. Okay, second set stretching, arms over your head sideways. Step your right foot to the right, a nice step. If your forehead didn't touch the floor in the first set, take a bigger step. If it did, take a smaller step. Toes in, heels out, chest up, and go down. So chin away from the chest, back flat, legs locked from the beginning. Grab your heels from behind, bend elbows back, elbows to cap, shoulders up to the ceiling, pull your stomach in, abdomen to spine, everybody roll forward. And if your knees are bending a lot, walk your hands forward until you can lift your hips up, push your knees back, keep pulling, keep stretching, stretch, stretch, touch your head to the floor, breathe in between your feet. Good, change, come up, chin away from the chest, legs locked, just like you went in. Nice. Step your right foot back, arms up, and consciously, slowly, arms down. So we're aware of how we're going in and out of postures. Triangle Trikonasana, arms overhead sideways. Step your right foot to the right, a big step, 4 feet minimum, arms down parallel to the floor. Press your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, maybe left toes in a little bit. Okay, inhale, bend your right leg and lunge. You can bounce a couple times to warm up, and then sit as low as you can, lean back, and move your arms at the same time, elbow in front of the knee. Hover your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, push your left hip forward and down, push your right knee back with the help of your elbow, pull your abdomen in. Now turn, twist upper body back, like spine twisting posture, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. You can bounce a couple times. You can also take a bigger or smaller step that helps you to sit down. Lean back and move arms, elbow in front of the knee. Hover your fingertips between your big and second toe. Look up and really stretch up like you're trying to touch the ceiling. Consciously reach your right shoulder, right arm up. Simultaneously stretch your left arm down and then bring your left rib cage forward a little bit. Turn and twist. Open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Stomach in the whole time. Lock your right leg. Keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change. Rotate your arms. Straighten your left leg. Left toes in, right foot back, arms up, and slowly with control, arms down. Lovely. Taking a moment here just to stand tall. Second set, arms overhead, step your right foot to the right, big step, arms down parallel to the floor. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, left toes in a little bit, bend your right leg, lunge, lean back, keep your spine straight in the middle, and move your arms. So if your thigh is not parallel to the floor, maybe it's just the wrist in front of the knee. You're not staying all the way lifted, but you're not collapsing all the way down, right? You want a nice long 45-degree angle between your ankle to the crown of your head. Now look up, stretch up, stomach in, stretch your arms apart, right rib cage forward, turn and twist, lock your left leg, left foot, flat on the floor. Change, move your arms, straighten your leg, right toes in, left toes out, showing you from the front, 2 heels in line. Okay, bend your left leg, sit down, lean back, and move your arms. So for a lot of people, myself included, there's curvature in the lower spine. Eventually, you're gonna move your hips forward and slide your breastbone up so the back is flat. Look up and stretch up, so eventually the nose and right thumb are in line. Sit down more in your fingertips between your big and second toe. Now turn, twist upper body back, sit down, chest up, lock your right leg, right foot, flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, right foot back, arms up, and slowly with control, arms down. Standing separate leg, head to knee, Dandayamana, Vikatapada, Janushrasana. Arms over your head sideways, palms together, cross your thumbs. Step your right foot to the right, 3 to 4 feet. Pivot on your heels to one side of the room, turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line, backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, And slowly with control, go down. Chin to chest, stomach in, round to thigh spine, touch your forehead and knee together. If your forehead and knee aren't yet touching, you can try taking a bigger step. You can bend your front leg or even turn your back toes in more to move the left hip forward. Tuck your chin to your chest and put your forehead on your knee. This is a compression posture, front side compression. Throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee a couple times real quick. Lock both legs, hands together, change. Slowly uncurl, left hip forward, left shoulder forward, full stop at the top. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. Uncross your heels, turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward, left rib cage back, big stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Take your time, round your spine. Do that line, chin to chest, so again. Take your time, round your spine, touch your forehead and knee together. However, if it hurts to round your spine, don't do it, silly, right? So especially any sort of forward fold, and especially anything where we round the spine, these are postures to be careful of, especially if you have a history of slip discs or just kind of an achy back today. So eventually the forehead and knee touch, but you're never forcing the body. Push your forehead into your knee a couple times real quick. Lock both legs, walk your hands back together, thumbs crossed, and change. Slowly uncurl, press your hips forward, chin to chest, head up last. Lovely, pivot on your heels, right foot back. Slowly with control, arms down. Okay, second set, head to knee. Arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, maybe other thumb on top. Step your right foot to the right, a generous step, be generous with yourself. Pivot on your heels, turn your back toes in. Push your left hip forward, press your palms together, stretch up, chin to chest, go down, left hip forward, left shoulder forward, suck your stomach in, touch your forehead and knee together, stretch your fingertips beyond your big and second toe, bring maximum weight to your front foot, right hip up, left hip forward, two hips in line, front side compression, throat choked, jaw relaxed, eyes open, breathing normal. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, suck your stomach in, hands together, change, stomach in. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest, head up, last. Good, pick up your toes and pivot. I'm gonna face you for the last one. Make sure your heels are in line, but not crisscross. And also make sure that you still have at least a meter between your feet. Okay, turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward, really push palms together, stretch up, chin to chest, go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You can't see your front foot all the way down. Balance challenge, hands together. Bend front leg, touch knee and head together. Pull your abdomen in, even out your hips. Round your spine, compress your abdomen, relax your jaw, still breathing through the nose. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, go slow, press palms together, move the right hip forward, chin to chest, head up last. Very nice. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, slowly arms down. Great. Come to the middle of your mat for tree pose, Savasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. Touch your heel to your costume, sole of foot flat to ceiling. Slowly, gently, let your right knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape. Never force your body. Bring your right hand up to the center of your chest, and if you can balance, left hand. Elbows down, spine straight, move your right hip forward and down, take a breath. Change, bring your right foot down. Shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze your right thigh tight, and lift your left leg up. Heel to costume, let your left knee drop down and back, never forcing. Left hand. And if you can balance, right hand, but if your foot falls like mine does, hold on to your foot. This side might feel different from the other side, and that's really normal. We're not symmetrical, and the goal of yoga isn't symmetry. The goal of yoga isn't even to like strengthen or stretch. The goal of yoga is self-realization. Change, left leg down. You can do a second set of tree, or you can do toe stand, Padangustasana. Pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you. Don't move your eyes, don't even blink. Helps with concentration, meditation, balance, and focus. Lock your left leg and lift your right leg up. Anywhere above your knee is great, anywhere in the middle of the thigh. If your foot is prone to falling, hold on to your foot. Otherwise, bring your hands together. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Stomach in, hold. Hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knees, sit down, take your time. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips and stretch your spine up. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand up, palms together, namaskar, come a half inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then push your hips forward to reverse out. Just the way you went in. Good, change, right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze your right thigh tight, and lift your left leg up. I'm not going to do this set because of a toe injury, but I will walk you through it. You can bring one or both hands together, look to the floor, and as you're ready, fold forward. Hands to floor first. Walk your hands forward, lean forward, then bend your knees, sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Whether you're in tree or toe, move your left hip forward, left knee down, 2 knees in line. Left hand up to the center of your chest, right hand up, elbows down to the floor, stretch the spine up to the ceiling, come a half inch off your heel. When you're ready, put your hands on the floor, lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, press your hips forward to reverse out. Very nice, change, left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana. We are on the floor for the rest of class. I'm gonna adjust our camera angle ever so slightly. Okay, whee. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat, heels together, toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Savasana is a gas station, let it fill you up. Heels together, toes fall open, eyes open, mouth closed. Inhale, exhale. So as you may know, I love to talk in sports metaphors, and once every 4 or so years, I get to talk in Olympic sports metaphors. So let's us first acknowledge that the Olympics, especially this year, but probably every year, is deeply problematic. But let's also acknowledge that it can be really inspiring and super fun. And also some of you like me might have a memory like from childhood, right? Where you were like looking to that athlete almost as like a role model, right? And I don't know about you, but like when I was growing up, the gymnast was Carrie Scruggs, and the whole thing, right, was that she hurt herself doing a vault, but like to win gold for her Olympic team, she like did a vault with an injured ankle. And like was an Olympic and like American hero, right? Like that's the hero story that I grew up with from the Olympics. And it really hasn't been until this year that I've started to reconsider what that story actually means. So this year, right, Simone Biles, who's considered the greatest gymnast of all time, like of all time, the greatest gymnast of all time, does stuff that nobody else in the world can do. She has like sat herself out for mental health reasons, which I think is so beautiful. And, you know, when you go back and you look at Carrie Scruggs, she's like asking her coaches, like, don't make me do it. My ankles hurt. And they're like, you can do it. It's for your country. And Simone Biles instead puts herself first, pulls herself out of the game. But then in like a team competition, she still came back and was a really wonderful teammate. And this is like the story that I'm so excited for young people, especially young girls, to be watching now, right? To put yourself first. And I think in yoga, we're doing that a lot. So in yoga, if you're ever like, I'm in pain, but I've got to push through it, step back, pause for a moment to reflect on why that is, and then maybe reset. We're going for more of like a Simone Biles vibe than a Carrie Scruggs vibe, right? And, you know, in yoga, you don't have a coach on the sideline, right? It's just you and your mat. So make sure that when you're your own coach, you're being loving and kind, not a coach that's saying like, keep going, push through the pain, you need you to do this, but a coach that says, you know what, it's okay. We're also going to put your mental health first and take you off. So make sure that, you know, in your physical body, in your mental, emotional, spiritual body, yoga is like a gentle place for self-realization, a gentle place to be the best version of yourself, not a place where you're being your own worst critic, right? You want to be your biggest cheerleader instead. Uttanasana, when removing pose, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin just below the knee, nice tight white knuckle grip. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor without lifting your head, tuck your chin in a little bit, look down the center line of your body and pull down. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, pull your knee out and down, push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip. Pull down to put a little bit of pressure on your lower abdomen. Posture is good for digestion. Change, left leg down, both legs, lift up, grab your elbows, each other. Give yourself a big hug for coming to class, good for you. Squeeze your knees together and down, keep your head on the floor without lifting your head. Tuck your chin in a little bit, puff your chest up a little bit, press your shins into your forearms. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. I remember a yoga student once said to me, if there were yoga cheerleaders on the sidelines, they would say things like, do less, take a breath. You're perfect just as you are. You are loved. And I love this idea of like, rather than, push harder, keep going. It's like, slow down, take a breath. Second step, pinch your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, switch the grip. Other thumb, pinky finger on top, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder. Completely avoid your rib cage. Try to keep your left shoulder on the floor, left sit bone on the floor. If your left calf muscle does not naturally touch the floor, flex your toes back towards your face. Change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down, knee towards the armpit, right heel to the back wall. Notice if you're rolling to one side or your legs are going like in or out, you want your ankles, hips, knees, shoulders, everything running parallel to your mat. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself another hug for coming to class. All 5 fingers together, thumbs with index fingers, heels in line, squeeze your knees together and down, look down the center line of your body, breathe. Change, arms down and eyes open. And when I really reflect on what I actually love about the Olympics, like, yes, it's like the team aspect of it. It's even, I'm not like a huge, pro United States person, but it does get me every time, the nationalism of it. Like, it's beautiful, right? But when I really think about actually why I love the Olympics, it's because it's a reminder that the body is limitless, and that we can always like keep going and keep pushing. And that's true in yoga too. So while on the one hand, we're being really gentle with ourselves, on the other hand, we're constantly reminded that thing that I never thought I could do, now I do it every class, right? So the body is limitless. What the mind can perceive, the body can achieve with time, little patience, compassion, dedication. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, roll off to the side, meet us on your stomach. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees, good. Turn, lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra, Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Beautiful. Use 100% spine strength. Come up halfway only, just your belly button on the floor. The rest of your chest is in the air. Elbows stay bent. They make an L, 90-degree angle like a rectangle. Roll your shoulders back and down. Stretch your big toes to the back wall. Lock your legs. Squeeze your butt. Push your feet down, hips down, hands down. Look up, chin up, chest up, stretch out, breathe up. Good, change slowly with control, lower down, look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open, breathing in, and slowly breathing out. Second section forward, hands flat on the floor just below the shoulders, elbows point up, zip up your legs, lock your legs, look up and lift. So the body is limitless, right? What would you do here if you knew that you could lift up a little higher? Roll the shoulders back and down, stretch the elbows to big toes, stretch the elbows to hips, lock your legs, feet together, squeeze your glutes, lift your kneecaps, press your hands down, lift your chest up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. And on days where the body does not feel so limitless, maybe you're dealing with an illness, an injury, things just feel tight and crunchy, that's when you start to remember like the mind is also limitless and our imagination is limitless. So even if you can only lift up like a millimeter into the posture, visualize coming up a little bit higher, right? And that can also help. Locust Shalabhasana, chin forward, arm straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor, bring your arms underneath you as best you can. One day pinky fingers touch, but hands never overlap. Spread your fingers wide. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. So even if the foot's barely lifting up, you envision it coming over the top of your head. Press your shoulders down, squeeze your butt, lock your right leg, lift your thigh up, change, right leg down, relax right leg, lock left leg, point left toes, and lift your left leg up. Keep your elbows a little bit micro bent, press your shoulders down, triceps tight, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, lift your heel up, change, slowly left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin in just a little bit, mouth on your mat, bring your arms a little closer, spread your fingers wide, zip up your legs, toes, heels touch, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, roll forward, lift both legs up, come up, everybody come up. So picture your feet coming over the top of your head, mouth down, shoulders down, lift your thighs up, change, slowly lower down, bring your arms out, look to the right, left ear on your mat, breathing in and breathing out. So we're holding a high vision for ourselves while still maintaining the present moment, still staying with our body and our breath. Second set, chin forward, arm straight position. Rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you as best you can. One day pinky fingers touch. Spread your fingers wide, lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. Notice if the hip is lifting up, right? Drop your right hip down, spiral your inner right thigh up, sole of the foot, flat to the ceiling, lift your leg up, change, right leg down, relax right leg, lock left leg, point left toes, lift your left leg up, triceps tight. One leg is practice for two legs. How high can you lift one leg? All the way up, lengthen as you lift, change, left leg down, grand finale, chin in a little bit, mouth down, bring your arms a little closer, spread your fingers wider, last one, zip up your legs, lock your legs, point your toes, roll forward, lift both legs up. You can do it, mouth down, shoulders down, triceps tight, squeeze your tush, point your toes, lift your thighs up. Good, change, slowly lower down, bring your arms out, look to the left, right ear on your mat. So that's an example of a posture that's like kind of difficult for a lot of us, right? Maybe a little bit uncomfortable, and that's okay. But if you're ever going to a point of pain or a point where you have to disassociate from your body, in other words, you have to go, I'm pretending that I'm on a beach, right? Or like your mind has to go somewhere away from the present moment. That's also often a sign that you've gone a little bit too far. Disassociation is a really wonderful technique in a boot camp style fitness class, right? Where like it's really painful, but like, wow, my biceps are bulging. Disassociation is really harmful in a yoga practice because actually like our goal is embodiment, right? And mind-body connection. So if you're ever in so much pain that you have to like take yourself out of the present moment, even if you like the result of like a tight butt or stretched out, shoulders or whatever that is, it's not really yoga, right? The yoga is about like the embodiment, the mind-body connection. So rather than disassociating, we're holding a high vision for ourselves, but we're still staying in our bodies in the present moment. Purna Shalabhasana, full locust. Chin forward, arms out to the side like airplane wings, feet together, toes heel touch. Squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor, beautiful, like a 747 taking off. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling. Where eyes go, body moves to follow. Keep your neck long, so you're not dropping your head back, but you're also not bringing your chin down to your chest. Can you lift your arms a little higher, thighs a little higher, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change slowly with control, lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right, left ear on your mat, toes together, heels fall open, inhale, exhale. Second set, chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together. Squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. This posture is so good for your back strength. I'm also laughing, sometimes in this posture and other ones when we say where your eyes go, body knows to follow. A friend of mine recently told me that he misheard that and thought it was nose like your nose, not like nose like K-N-O-W-S. So he was like trying to lift his nose up the whole time. So I'm sorry if anybody else has had that misunderstanding. Where your eyes go, your body can conceptualize following, right? So you're looking up towards the ceiling, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left, right ear on your mat. Where your eyes go, body, nose, follows. Very smart, but not what I meant. Dhanurasana, floor bow, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes. This posture is another useful one for the 80-20 breathing technique, where you like do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up to the ceiling and kick into your hands. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Squeeze your glutes, point your toes, keep your wrists straight, your neck long, look up to the ceiling. Where eyes go, your body can conceptualize following. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Inhale. Slowly exhale. Second set, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, squeeze your tush, point your toes, look up and kick into your hands. So for flexible folks, sometimes the knees come out and the feet come in. You want the knees and ankles in one line, wrists straight, shoulders back and open, chest open, neck long, look up, kick and kick and kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat, let that one go. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat, fix firm. Supta Vidrasana, showing you from the side. You can start in tabletop, open your knees and feet, and as you're ready, walk your hands back. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time, until eventually you can sit down between your heels. If you can sit between your heels and you're not in pain, put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other, look down the center line of your body, breathe. Good, change. Put your hands on your feet, press yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. So there's people like Simone Biles who I've thought about this and I'm not sure I'm ever going to see a gymnast as good as her in my lifetime. It's not like a generational talent, right? For a confounding number of reasons, I think she might actually be the best for a long time. But in other sports, right, or in that sport at other times, there's often people who are like generational talents or, one of the greatest, but not the greatest. So in swimming, right, there's this woman named Katie Ledecky, who's local to Maryland. And, at the last Olympics, she cleaned up, right? And what's been interesting this time is she still won, but there's been a couple other events where she lost. And it was to people who had modeled their career after hers. So it wasn't just they were competing to win the Olympics. It was they were competing to beat Katie Ledecky, not in a mean-spirited way, right? But it was that was the goal. And I love moments like that too, because she's advancing the sport, right? Once it's oh, I can swim this in 2 minutes, and somebody goes, oh, how can I swim it in 1 minute, 59 seconds? Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the top of your mat, second set, fixed firm, open your knees, open your feet, point your toes back. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time. If you can sit between your heels, put your palms on your soles. Right elbow, left elbow, drop your head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows and fold. Look down the center line of your body, chin to chest. Wherever you are is perfect, just a gentle stretch. Never a point of pain, especially in postures that are stretching out the knees. Less is more. Change. Put your hands on your feet, push yourself up carefully. Head up last, very nice. Turn around, Savasana, letting everything stretch out. So, in yoga, when you see someone do something really cool, we have two options. The first option is to listen to a fear-based ego and go, I could never do that. That's not for me. We can compare ourselves to that person, right? And become really miserable. Or we can go, oh, that's so cool. I had no idea humans could do that. Body is limitless, mind is limitless. Okay, interesting. Let me try, right? So it's, we can compare ourselves to other people, which believe me, I do it all the time. It's not fun. It's not fun. Or you can be inspired by other people, right? What a joy. Think about the other Olympians if they just gone, oh my gosh, Katie Ledecky's doing this. I can never do this. Or, wow, that's so cool that she swims that fast. I want to swim that fast, right? That's what we're going for in yoga, especially when we see other people do kind of fun things. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay, come to the back of your mat, half tortoise, Ardha. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels. If it hurts to sit on your feet, you can always start standing on your knees. Arms overhead, palms together, cross your thumbs. Big stretch up, chin away from your chest, go down, stomach in, forehead to floor, little fingers to the floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change, chin away from your chest, come up. You can always walk yourself in and out of it, arms down, turn around, Savasana. So every time you hop into Savasana, make it like an intentional one, right? Your heels are together, your toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Sometimes this intentionality can be like a little annoying, right? Like a little nitpicky, but at the same time, it's really a wonderful opportunity to bring yourself back into the present moment, especially towards the end of class when mind starts to wander. Becoming aware of like where your hands are, where your feet are, it's actually a really simple and beautiful opportunity to center yourself, right? Centering back, coming back to the breath, back to the body. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, okay. Come to the back of your mat, second set, half tortoise, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs. So you can always walk yourself into it or stretch up and go down. How long can you look forward? Chin away from the chest. Can you touch your forehead to the floor first? And then your little fingers, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch. Stomach in, change, chin away from the chest, looking forward, all the way up. Good, arms down, turn around, Savasana. If the sit-ups ever bother your back, skip them. The sit-ups, like everything else we do, are optional. If you don't feel pain during class, but let's say after class you find that your back is in pain, next class, skip the sit-ups. And if that doesn't help, then anytime we round the spine or fold forward, those are the ones to be careful of if you find that like your back is aching after class, and not in a good, like, I worked out my back muscles way, right? But in a like, ooh, I can't sit up straight way. Okay, so you can always skip the sit-ups or legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, okay, come to the top of your mat, camel is straps in our deepest back bend. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and your feet. Put your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor, keep your eyes open. Option to stay here or look up, lift your nose, lift your chin, one day head goes back. You can stay here or go back halfway with your hands on your back, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Push stomach, thighs, hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back, enjoy the back bend. And when you're ready, change, put your hands on your back, press yourself up, carefully stretch up at the top, sit down, turn around, Savasana. Letting everything stretch out and realign. Another cool thing that happened in an Olympics, again, about the Olympic swimming, there was a really cool event where like the difference between first place and fourth place was like a 20th of a second. Like to the naked eye, there was no way to tell who was in first, second, third, or fourth place. It's just because of the sensor. Why am I telling you that? Because a lot of times in yoga as well, the subtleties, which are barely visible to the naked eye, are really evident when you feel it in your body, right? So make sure that you're going in and out of the postures slowly, carefully, with control, because even like, you know, a little bit of a spine twist, right, or a little bit of like leaning too far to one side can not feel so good after class. So we're being aware not just of like the macro movements of like,
I'm bending my back, right? But the micro movements of like, I'm lifting my ribs, I'm dropping my head back. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, okay, come to the top of your mat, second set. You can open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, 6 inches between your feet. And if you have tight knees, you can roll up your mat so there's a little extra padding under your knees. Place your hands on your back, maybe second set, bring elbows closer together behind you. Option to stay here or look up. One day, drop your head. Option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. You can stay here or right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel. So what would it feel like to lift your ribs towards the ceiling, chest towards the ceiling, throat towards the ceiling, press your hips forward, pull on your heels, lift your chest, bend your spine. When you're ready, place your hands on your back without twisting, press yourself up. Head up last, stretching up, sit down, turn around, Savasana. Breathing in, slowly breathing out. Let's keep going. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. So after that spinal compression, that abdominal wall extension, we're going to do a rounded spine posture. Rabbit, Savasana, knees, feet together, make L's with your hands like little bunny ears. Grab your heels from the outside, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels, stretch up, chin to chest, go down. I always believe that there is time for play within a yoga practice, right? Don't take it too seriously. Forehead to knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip. Option to stay here or lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. If your grip is sliding or your feet are coming off the floor, ease up a little bit, squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lock your arms, lift your shoulders up, change, hips down first, and then uncurl vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc. Head up last. Turn around, Savasana. If you ever watch balance beam at the Olympics, of course, you know, there's the whole part of balancing on the beam, but a big part is the dismount, right? Like a huge part of the points, a huge part of the intention of the routine is how you get off of the beam. The same thing is true in yoga, especially in this posture. Sometimes I'll watch people go into it with such intention, do the posture, and then when you hear change, it's like, whoop, I just like, you know, whip myself up, right? Make sure hips come down first, and then slowly with intention, you round out of it. So you go in and out the same way. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, okay, come to the middle of your mat. Second set, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up. Chin to chest, go down. So now notice how you're going into it, right? Your hips are on your heels. You're rounding your spine, forehead to knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels, and now lift your hips up. If there's a gap between knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, suck your stomach in, lift your shoulders up, round your back. Good, change, hips down. So hips down first, and then pull yourself out of it. Chin to chest, release the grip on your heels, turn around, Savasana. So you want to come out of it with your hands on your heels, right? You're pulling yourself out the way that you pull yourself in. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. All right. Come to the middle of your mat, Schwarzenegger, head to knee pose. Right leg out, left leg in, 2 legs make an L. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee. Front side compression, throat choke, eyes open, breathing normal. Interlace your 10 fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your foot. Flex your toes back, bend your elbows down, suck your stomach in. Left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in, big stretch up. Turn to your left, chin to chest, go down. If you can't touch your forehead and knee together with a straight leg, bend your left leg as much as you want, touch knee and head together. Then interlace your fingers up to the webbing, flex your toes back, bend your elbows down, pull your abdomen in and roll in a little to the right so your two shoulders are in line. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you, option to stay here or lay down, and sit up. Hashimotonasana stretching, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with middle and index fingers, peace sign fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back. Your legs are straight, stick your butt out a little bit more, lock your legs, puff up your chest and fold forward. Stomach to thighs pull, chest and knees stretch. One day toes and head touch. Change, come on up, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Let's do it again, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good stuff. Second set, right leg out, left leg in. The sole of your left foot should touch your inner right thigh bicep. Arms over your head, stretch up. Turn to your right, chin to chest, touch your knee and head together. So if it's easy to touch your forehead to your knee with a bent leg, keep going, see if you can straighten or even lock your legs. So one day heel off the floor, elbows to floor, stomach in, left hip down, left shoulder down, right rib cage up. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in. Sole of right foot pushes into inner left thigh bicep, stretch up, chin to chest, go down. So right rib cage forward, left rib cage up, two shoulders in line. Flex your toes back, lock your leg, lock your leg, lock your leg. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. Option to stay here or lay down and sit up. Stretching, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes, peace sign fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back, right, left, right, left. Again, knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back. Eventually, if your legs are straight, spiral inner thighs down, flex pinky toes back, lock your legs, puff up your chest and fold. Notice if the toes are turning in like tacos. Tacos come after class. Spiral inner thighs down, flex little toes back, pull, stretch, lengthen. Flatten your back rather than round your spine. Word lost me. Try to touch your head and toes together. Good. Change. Come on up. Turn around. Savasana. Final spinal. This posture is a really wonderful way to reset your back after a nice class. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Okay, come to the middle of your mat and tall Ardha Matsyendrasana, half forward of the fish pose. Bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to your left knee corner, right arm close behind you, left arm up, bend over, draw a circle, grab your left knee with your left hand, heel, and knee all touch. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand behind you for balance. You can also reach behind you, touch your left thigh with your right hand for a half bind. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, pull abdomen in, look over right shoulder, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs, bend your right leg on the floor, touch left heel to right knee, and also keep your right leg long in front of you. Left arm behind you, rather than like leaning back, you really want the hand close behind you for support. Right arm up and over, push the knee out of the way, try to grab your right knee with your right hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over, left shoulder twist. So if you can balance without the support of your left hand, then reach behind you, touch your right thigh with your right hand. Point your right toes, keep your right knee down, left big toe down, shoulders down, chest up. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, feels so good. Change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. For those of you that would take class at Hotspot DuPont, Carol Ann would sometimes hold that posture for 2 minutes. And at that point in my life, that just like did not feel good to me. And I was like, why is she doing this? It's like such a long spine twist. And now I'm like, oh, 2 minute spine twist sounds delightful. It's funny how things change, right? The yoga stays the same so that you can change, right? And I'm sure at another point in my life, I will also enjoy like a, just a short spine twist. But right now, long one feels good. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the middle of your mat, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. If it hurts to sit on your feet, don't do it. Sit crisscross applesauce, otherwise sitting on your feet. Lick your lips well a couple times, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up tall, shoulders down, chest proud, and begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back, turn around, relax, final Savasana, close your eyes, open your arms and legs, take a nice breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Inhale, exhale. So we all have, childhood idols, whether it's from the Olympics or like a singer or whatever it is. And if you haven't done this already, it can be really useful to reflect on what about them was so inspiring as a young person, maybe what doesn't feel so inspiring now, or what's like, oh, on reflection, maybe we're in a better place now. And also then reflect on like, you can now be that role model for your inner child, right? So like, what does your inner child need to be role modeled by you? And just being good towards yourself, right? Your own best cheerleader, always pushing forward, but never forcing, never fighting. All you have to do is breathe.